Time is just about 9:38 a.m. now. This is quite a serious matter. We are talking about the Mangaung Correctional Center, which is described as a prison, which is a private hell. And the prison in the Free State is run by the beleaguered multinational private security company, G4S, and it is alleged that they are forcibly injecting inmates with antipsychotic medication and using electroshocks to subdue and control prisoners. This is according to at least 35 sources, prisoners as well as security guards, prison and health officials, and based on medical records seen by reliable sources, legal documents, video footage that was shot inside the prison. And this has come after a 12-month long investigation into the prison that has uncovered video footage shot inside the prison hospital that shows prisoners being given medication against their will, as well as the use of electroshocks and assaults on prisoners. And joining us out of Mangaung prison this morning is Lucas Shiole. Lucas, good morning to you and welcome to the show. Lucas, good morning to you. We are having a bit of a problem listening to Lucas. We're going to try and get hold of Lucas on a better line. Now, this report that has actually come out speaks about drugs, shock, and torture by ninjas. And this is exactly the way it has been described, where they talk about medication causing memory loss, muscle rigidity, other serious, potentially life threatening side effects, and by law, it is only meant to be used under strictly controlled circumstances. But these drugs have been used up at a prison up to 5 times a week, sometimes on inmates who show no sign of being psychotic. Now, this is quite serious, and we have got Lucas Shioli, who is actually in prison in Mangaung, and these are revelations that are coming out. We tried to get hold of G4S yesterday, but we haven't got any response. Lucas is with us. Lucas, good morning to you and welcome to the show.
Hello?
Hello, yes, Lucas, I can hear you. Welcome and thank you for your time this morning, Lucas.
Yes, yes, thank you.
Right, Lucas. These revelations about Mangaung Correctional Center being a prison, which is a private hell, and we know that there has been this investigation uncovering a lot of video footage. And for someone who is in Mangaung, can you just take us through these revelations that are taking place?
Yes, thank you. I just want to greet first to the listeners and thanks for your assistance in this matter. I've been in Mangaung from 2012. I was been transferred to forcefully from my respective correctional center into Mangaung. And since my incarceration in this correctional facility, I've seen it all in terms of the brutality of inmates, the mistreatment of employees by the employer. Um, one of some of the instances is that uh, there is no rehabilitation in Mangaung. Mangaung prioritize uh, capital, monopoly capital. That is what is being prioritized. It's a first priority. There is a vocational program, which are programs that are not intensified in terms of rehabilitation. The inmates are only being enrolled on those programs just to create impression that when there is a visitor, it must look as if there is a development in terms of rehabilitation. Inmates are only uh, are only displayed. They will be sitting there for the whole time, not learning anything except just awareness. The only person that will acquire the skill is what we call the tutor. The tutor is the one who teaches the students about the technical program, on that technical program. Uh, Mangaung it gets from the state 552 million per annum, uh, but there is nothing to show about what is it that they are doing about the budget that is being allocated for this. There is those programs that I was referring to, the vocational programs, are being run by the individuals, the employees, are not for the prison. That means now their interests are only capital, not for the rehabilitation. There is a huge, many of us in this correctional facility inmates are just idling on daily basis because of there is no sufficient programs to keep us busy, and this end up resulting for inmates to engage in unlawful activities, and violence is very high. The result of how this the management failed to implement terms of contract, meaning that the terms of this contract they violated long time ago, and there is a proof to what I'm talking about. And I just hope that this is the first foundation for interview, because of there are substantiating document that it's on the process to you. We are going to send it to you so that the next interview, then you'll be knowing that what we are referring to. There is
Yes.
a new.
Lucas, can I just stop you there for a minute? And I just want to remind our listeners that we are speaking with Lucas, who is an inmate at Mangaung Correctional Center, and he's speaking to us from the inside. Just one thing I'd like to know, Lucas, is this company G4S and the allegations that have been made against this company forcing inmates to be injected with medication, antipsychotic medication, using electroshocks, and how medication is actually being used to control the prisoners, where we've seen that there have been quite a few videos that have been shot where prisoners are saying, I am not a donkey, I am not an animal, and yet the security team grabs him and they drag him and they obviously inject the person. Now there have been a number of cases, and it speaks about these people being ninjas using drugs, shock, and torture.
That is true. This is a system that is being installed here to intimidate inmates, so that there mustn't be activism against this tyranny system. Inmates who are responding to this tyranny system are being brutal, are being isolated to a separate unit, which is being called the Broadway. That is where inmates are being tortured on that unit. The unit that you will also know that the past uh, story about Thabo Bester, who bent himself, allegedly bent himself on that unit. Is the unit that I was referring to. That unit, you will be taken there. You will be brutally shocked by the EST, the emergency security team of this correctional facility. You will be injected uh, with that medication. It's just that it's on the. I do have a media article of that of the name of that drug, which is they are shooting you with that gun. It's a gun which is allocated sort of injection there in front. They are shooting you with that, and then you'll be collapsing. You'll be like a zombie for a few months, for 5 to to 7 months, will behave like a zombie, not moving, not knowing what to talk. Uh, the electric shock is being paid uh, just roughly. It's not. They are not using it when there is a emergency call. They are just moving with those shocks around the ESP of this facility to intimidate inmates. And if someone, even someone maybe committed a petty offense, they will be brutally shocked with that shock. That is what, and the most what worries about this issues is that when I'm also a victim of that. I was being shocked. I was being shocked by the ESP who came here to take over, temporarily take over in 2013. Uh, the DCS. It's well the employees of this correctional facility embarked on strike in 2013, and then there was a call for the operation. That means the national department took over temporarily the operation of this facility. And then ultimately, during the course of that operation, many inmates were being brutally, just for fun, were being brutally for fun by the ESP of the DTS. And what I can tell the society is that there was no even need for the national operation of this facility because of in fact, it was just to create an impression as if there is an agency for that operation. There was no emergency. It's just that what happened is that during the strike of the employees, the DACS, the G4S resorted to take people, ordinary people from the street, to employ them without any training. We were being managed by the ordinary community members with the prices. How possible is that? And this is what we are talking about, the ultramargin, you understand? And
Yes.
then ultimately, by then it was Minister Gundebele. And we made it clear at first that this prison, the contract of this prison was supposed to be terminated in 2019. But I don't know what happened because of the second statement we made is that it will be immature to terminate the contract. That means there was a political intervention because of many of the deep sacks of the politics like the ANC are the shareholders in this prison contract. And then
Yes.
the one who has been shielding this contract for many years ago. Understand? And then
Yes, Lucas, what we're going to do, Lucas, what we will do is we are going to get in touch with somebody in correctional services, obviously, to follow up because they are ultimately responsible and they also need to respond to what is taking place in Mangaung. And also, we have reached out to the security company G4S and they have told us that they will call back to arrange for an interview. So we're not going to let the story die down. Now that the story is out in the open, now that you've come out and speaking to us, as an inmate who is in Mangaung, we definitely will do a follow up. But unfortunately, time is of the essence. We have run out of time, but we certainly will stay in touch, and I'm sure there will still be a follow up. As I mentioned, we will reach out to correctional services and also to this company, to the security company G4S, to come and respond to what we have been discussing. So, but for now, thank you very much for taking time out, for being brave enough to talk to us, as an inmate out of Mangaung Correctional Facility this morning. We wish you all the best.
I understand. And the last thing that I want to put on record is that the JICS, Judiciary Secretariat of Cultural Services, is also involved in this matter. The Office of the Public Protector is also involved, and we have substantiating documents to prove these allegations. Even though they can try to deny it, we have substantiating document to prove this, as well as the local office of the legal aid and law continuation. One of the institutions that have been captured by the GPS. We have sufficiently documented to prove this allegation, as well as the IP there in the local office in Brisbane.
Well, we have taken note of what you have said, Lucas, and definitely we will take this issue up. Hopefully, we will get somebody out of correctional services to answer to what you have said, and also the security company G4S. And once again, I want to thank you. Do sincerely, I appreciate you taking time out talking to us this morning here on Assalam Media. All the best to you and to your fellow inmates.
Thank you for the listeners.
Lucas Shioli, who is an inmate at the Mangaung Correctional Facility, talking to us directly from the prison this morning. And this is serious. This is serious stuff. And we will give G4S the opportunity. They have told us they will call back to arrange an interview. We will get in touch with correctional services as well, because from what Lucas says, this is serious stuff. And looking at the drugs, the shock, the torture that is taking place. And this has come through as a result of an investigation uncovering video footage that is shot inside the prison hospital, showing how prisoners are forcibly be given medication without their will, as well as the use of things like electroshocks and assault on prisoners. The time is just gone 9:54. We're going to go for a break. We come back and we will be joined by the a member of the National Shelter Movement representing Mpumalanga province, and we're talking about hashtag Shelter Indaba 2022.